Okay.
Good evening, everyone. We'll go ahead and start the meeting at 6 o'clock. I thank all for coming. First item on the agenda is to approve minutes held from the November 25th meeting.
I make a motion, we approve those minutes with a minor change that Mike Perkins was here rather than Mark Fisher.
Oh, okay. Thanks a lot, Mark.
Second motion.
Motion's made, second. All in favor? Good. The next item is to consider renewing contract between Town of Oakland and Marshall Grinding.
Marshall Grinding's contract expired in October of this year, and I've had a chance to sit down with Craig Marshall and go over this on a sentence by sentence or paragraph by paragraph basis. They're pretty much the only game in town. I've met with John Thomas about it. He has no complaints on them. We've got a piece of land up there that we've quartered off to him to use, which I included a copy of the survey that we had done in 2012. Basically, the contract remains the same as it did in 2012 when it was originated. The only difference that I've made on it was the current price for the loader and operator. It's the 2014 price, which is $73.43. It replaces the 2012 price of $66.64.
Gary, I was wondering about that item 6 on page 2. I'm sure it was in there last time. I don't
Yep.
remember what that means.
Yeah, what that is back in 2012, we had an arborist out of Waterville who was hauling brush into the landfill, or into the transfer station, and it was outside the contract area. And so what they did was they negotiated with Marshall Grinding to allow them $2 a ton for the cost of their fuel to grind this. And how Oakland was subsidizing that, we were charging the arborist a penny a pound, which equates to $20 a ton. So, in fact, we were getting $18 a ton back to $2 out of it. Now, we discussed whether we were going to leave this part in here or not, and it was decided, or it was agreed, that probably it wouldn't be a bad thing in case we ever enter into a situation like that again. We wouldn't have to rewrite this contract to accept that. And so that was the reason for it. Subsequently, this has not been used because once Marshall Grinding came in, the arborist out of Waterville had stopped using us. But we still left it in here, just in case it never came up, so we had to use it. My recommendation is to continue on with another 2 years from him.
I make a motion, we continue this agreement.
I'll second.
Move second. All in favor? Okay. First reading of proposed unnecessary noise ordinance.
I've had no comments on this, basically from the public. I've heard absolutely zero. There was comments on it prior to having the first reading. It's been posted according to the law, and we sit with it. And the commission that was in was really left it.
I had a minor comment, Mike, that won't change the fact that we're having the first reading, but on page 3 under B, you listed, and I read this all before and didn't notice it, water, electricity, and telephone, and we're gonna have gas in here shortly, so could we just add all other utilities to that?
Yes, absolutely. So you want that,
Just add
Not-
or other utilities on the end of B,
on
Third
the-
page.
the first page?
third page,
Third page.
excuse me, third page.
One,
Section 3B,
3D.
3B. You list the utility agencies
Including but not limited. Okay, gotcha.
or other utilities, or maybe you don't need it where you said utility agencies at the first of it. I'm not sure that it's needed there.
Activities of utility agencies included but not limited to vehicles and activities. It may be covered.
It might be covered where you said
Because it would-
utility vehicles in the front. I
Right.
wasn't sure.
Yep, activity. It looks to me like it's covered, but I can add gas in there. It's one word, and it,
I guess so.
electricity, gas, and telephone
Because that'll be a
service.
big thing in Oakland next year.
Yeah,
supposedly.
let's add it in there. I think it's a good idea.
And they did work all night, a few nights, when they were putting their main line
That's a
in.
good point. I think it is needed in there. It would be, what I'll do is I'll just, after electricity, I'll just put gas and telephone service.
I would like to mention, I'm not in favor of the noise ordinance. I do think that something should be done, but I have the belief that it should be done on a legislative level, as the main state legislature. I don't think I really have, well, I don't think I have, I'll speak for myself, I don't think I have the authority to, the constitutional authority anyway, to vote and pick and choose who gets exempted and who doesn't get exempted. But that's just my personal belief.
Basically, the way this is set up, this just gives us one additional tool. If you're gonna be not a law-abiding citizen, it's gonna be difficult to enforce in court if it goes to court. It doesn't make any difference how it's worded, it's gonna be a tough sell. But it does give us one more tool to approach somebody who's causing a problem, and we can talk with them and let them know that Oakland does have a law or ordinance.
Yeah, and I respect that, and I like that about this ordinance, but I just can't vote for it myself.
Right.
I make a motion to accept this as the first reading of this ordinance.
Motion made, second, all in favor? Opposed? Moving on to the manager's report.
The first thing is, I just wanted to advise everybody that RSU 18 school board meeting, they're having a meeting on January 29th to discuss issues of mutual concern. It's going to be 5:30, and it will be, I believe, at high school. Is that where they have
PC?
it?
Been at the middle school, and at the last
The
couple of years.
cafeteria, they use it.
I didn't get that notice where it was located. I just got the email that. Yeah,
Usually it is.
I think one year we had it at the general office, not the main office over there, or something.
I will look into that because I just realized it wasn't on there, and I don't think it was on my email that I received either. Yeah, so it's gonna be where it's normally held, but I will find out where it's normally. They do have a snow date on February 5th at 5:30. I will find out exactly where it's gonna be held for us for the next meeting. The next thing is the Oakland Public Library November report, and I have included that. Nothing real dramatic is taking place up there, so you can see. She is having a Christmas party on the 19th at 10:30 in the morning, and everybody's welcome to attend to that. The next thing on the agenda is the Oakland Town Christmas Party on 12/18, which is next Wednesday at 5 o'clock. I hope
No, Thursday.
Check, Thursday.
Thursday at 5 o'clock. I hope everybody can attend. There is a list up there with things that we do need to have cooked. So if anybody has anything special, like potatoes, feel free to jump on board and make them. I'm not looking at you, Mark.
And if we could have a head count
Yes.
shortly, that would be great too.
And the last item that I have on the agenda is to advise that Sydney has made their payment, and this case has been dismissed. I've notified the court in writing in person, brought it down in person in writing, and let them know that the case is to be dismissed. I have a sheet that I would like to get you, a letter that I drafted. Have you just take a look at this, and
We have a copy of this in our pack anyway.
you do have one?
Yes, we got it.
And other than that, I don't have anything else.
Okay, that's all you had?
That's it.
Good. Mr. Cox, did you have anything tonight?
What?
Mr. Jurdak, how are you, sir? Did you have anything to say tonight?
I'm behaving.
That'd be part of the noise ordinance, thank you, Nick. Mr. Wrigley? No. Anything? Mr. Fisher?
Almost up.
I just wanted to say that our recreation director did a fine job with his tree lighting ceremony the other night. Had quite a crowd there and went very well, I thought.
I agree with that. I was there and I enjoyed it.
They did a nice job. That's the only thing I had.
How's the town crew making out? No problems with the sanding and salting? They've been
No,
busy.
everything's going, they've been busy. I hope this isn't indicative of what our winter's gonna be.
Yep.
Because it's gonna be costly for the town if that's the case.
Yeah.
We have got 8,000 yards of sand put up down there, and
So,
sand.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, 8,000 yards of sand. That's a lot, it's quite a pile of sand.
quite possible. Okay, good.
Oh, I just wanted to ask, I'm not sure if you know, but what's the price that we paid for our number 2 oil? You know, what we locked in? Just curious.
$3, $3.03 and $3.04.
Very good. It's $3.03.
Yeah.
Is it 303?
Yeah, because we purchased it off.
Yeah,
And that's based on me looking at the figures back a month ago.
Very good, good job.
Wanna make a motion to adjourn?
Second it.
All in favor? Good night, folks, thanks for coming.
That wasn't even worth the $5.
I know, I'm sorry. We get work done here.
Try to do better next time.
I'm trying to make it exciting for you.
We get work done and we just keep it on rolling.
Are we having another one this month, or